Hey there, I'm Meg, and if you have found yourself here, then I'm happy that you came. Um, Welcome to my little project. This is my YouTube channel, which is not a thing I anticipated myself undertaking, but here we are. Life is kind of funny. So I figured I should make a sort of a more formal introduction of myself now that I've done 2 challenges and I'm working on a third, and you know, it seems like this is a thing I'm going to continue doing for a while. So hi, I'm Meg. I'm a mom, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a student, and I'm a musician. And recently I have been teaching myself how to play the ukulele, sort of as a way to entertain myself and as a way to distract myself and give myself a positive way to channel my energy and attention in a really stressful time. I'm going through a unexpected separation and divorce that's been really painful, and so shortly after my husband told me that he wanted to separate, I picked up my daughter's long neglected ukulele that she had to have at one point, and then promptly abandoned in a closet, and just was messing with it, sort of haphazardly sometimes, but nothing serious. And then a little later in the year, this all has happened in 2024. A little later in the year, I ended up getting a pretty serious injury, actually. And while I was recovering from that, I had pretty limited mobility. And so I more seriously started to use the ukulele as a way to entertain myself. And it's something that I could do where I didn't have to get up and move around. I didn't have to pick up anything heavy. I could just do something that I enjoyed. Music has always been a source of comfort and a source of happiness. And it gives me a feeling of security and belonging when I'm able to participate in music, or make music, whether that be with other people or by myself. Music was the thing that I shared with my ex, and I used to try to convince him to, sort of jokingly, but I meant it, and I would have done it if he had ever given any indication that he was on board. I used to say that he should play guitar and I would sing, like we had in a band at one point, perform together, and then we could post it on YouTube and make a YouTube channel, like not to get famous, but just to have fun. And it would be a creative thing that we could do together, and he missed music and I missed music, and it would be music that we could do together. But he was never really into it, and so it never happened. And after my separation and then my injury, I was recovering and I was newly back home, and I had one really bad day. Just a lot of really hard conversations and information that was hard to hear, and just a lot. And that night I couldn't control my thoughts, and I just couldn't calm down. And so I picked up the ukulele and I decided I was going to play a song that I had been trying to teach myself called Last October. And I was going to play this song and post it, I was going to play this song and record it on my cell phone so that I could listen to it. Because back when I studied voice more formally and seriously, I used to tape record my voice lessons. And I am aware of how old that makes me. But that is the truth, awful as it may be to my ego. So I used to tape record every voice lesson, and then I would listen back to it, and take notes. You can hear the performance. You can hear where you made a mistake. You can take a note on, say, I didn't like what I did here. I need to, I need to carry this line, or I need to take a breath there, or I need to be quicker on the upbeat here, whatever it is, you get that immediate feedback that you just don't get even from your teacher in the room when you're able to hear yourself and critique yourself. And I figured, if I'm doing that and it worked, and I know it worked for voice, then why wouldn't it work for ukulele? Why wouldn't it work for this? And so I decided to film last October, and then I decided to post it. And that was kind of an impulsive decision. I'd had my YouTube account forever, and I'd never done anything with it, and didn't really have any intention of. It was just my account. But the next day, I recorded the song again, and as I was comparing the two, I decided, first of all, that I enjoyed the experience of recording the song and posting it online, that had been kind of fun, and I wouldn't mind continuing to do that, but that I was going to run out of songs quickly, and it wasn't going to be very good, so it wasn't going to be very effective, and I wasn't going to be learning necessarily. My glasses are crooked. What if, instead, I record the same song over a period of time? Because comparing one day to the next, I enjoyed very much, just to see what I did differently and where things were smoother, even just from one day to the next. And how fun it might be to see it as sort of a time lapse where you can see a period of time. And also, that would be a motivating factor for me to continue practicing and to continue posting on YouTube, right? If I set myself a goal, then that's a challenge that I've set for myself, and I'm pretty competitive. I'd like to complete that challenge. So I sort of impulsively, when I posted the second video, I posted it as day 2 of 30. And then I went back to the first one and I changed it to be day 1 of 30. And I didn't really think it through, and I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I still really don't. I am still learning on the fly. But I'm having fun, and I feel like I'm learning, and I'm enjoying this, and if you are too, I hope you'll stick around. Hang out, subscribe, come back, and I'll be happy to see you. We'll talk soon.